care of this orchid plant and how to save this orchid plant from decaying. You can see this is the orchid plant, and it is like getting it rotten. You can see the all leaves has been faded away. There are no single leaf on this orchid plant. You can see this also, like this branch has been already dried up, and we doesn't know whether this plant will survive or no. So what we have to do is, like when you see this kind of situation for your orchid plant, you can see here it is totally dried up. So we have to save this plant from dying. So first and foremost, like what you have to do is just try to trim it off this kind of the dead leaves or dead shoots from this orchid, and just try to repot it again by using the bark and the coconut husk. Don't use the charcoal much because it will require a lot of moisture for that to retain it. And try to keep it in the semi or bright light area where they'll get a sufficient sunlight for this plant to grow. And once you done with that, just see that you use the fertilizer every once in a week. Use the light fertilizer, because when the plant is not doing well, it will not take much fertilizer. So try to use the minimum fertilizer for the plant, and just try to do it like just trim it off this shoot. You can see this is has dried up, so it's better to cut it from here, from this joint, and apply some powder on this. You can use the fungicide so that the plant doesn't get decayed further on top of it after cutting from the shoot. And similarly around the roots, water them constantly every day. You water these plants so that the new shoot will start developing from the base of this pot. You can see here the new root shoot has already started growing up. So don't give up the hope when you see your orchid plant is totally dried up. Just try to replant it, remove it from the pot, base of the pot, and see whether the roots have been decaying from the bottom of this plant, or it is just from the top because of the non-sufficient of water, it is getting it decayed. So when it is decaying, first and foremost, you have to cut off this kind of leaves over here from the roots. Here, see here, you can just cut it off from here, the base. It will not have any effects on the plant if you cut it off, because that leaf is already dried up. So once you start doing this, and just ensure that you water them regularly, and also give them the manure every week. Try to give some compost and give some manure like in liquid form, or you can use the homemade manure. You can use the banana scale, peel off the scale around the shoots, so that it will retain, it will get the NPS, phosphorus, and for the plants to grow. When you use the banana peels, or you can use the vegetable like the onion peels around this dried orchid plant, you can see the difference after certain days, like maybe around say 4 to 5 days. You can see there's slight difference in the plants, turning it from the yellowish to the greener side. And after maybe say around say 20 to 25 days, you'll start seeing the new growth in the pot. See how the growth has come it over here in this. Don't stop using the fertilizer for this plant until unless it is fully grown, and just try to see, have a constant watch on your orchid plant to see how it is doing, and try to keep it in the direct sunlight, because orchid plants are the one which require the direct sunlight. If you're not kept it in the direct sunlight for your plant for quite some time, then don't keep it directly at one time or at a one go. So slowly move it from the slightly brighter side, and after a few days, say maybe 15 days or 1 week's time, keep it under the direct sunlight. So it will get adjusted accordingly to the climate and the environment. So this was the plant which has dried up, and after after taking care of this plant for almost a month, you can see the plant will recover from this dead leaves. It will go into the healthy plant, and it will also give you flowers. So this is a similar one. I had two plants which was just getting dried up like this. The leaves started fading away, shaded away the leaves, and then I just cut it off the dead leaves and the shoots which was not giving any life, and I just started giving them the feeds every alternate day, and I shifted them to the bright sunlight where they get a sufficient light to grow. So after doing all these things, I can just show you the plant which have already, my plant has already started getting the lives. So this is the second one. It is almost 2 months now. This is the plant. Similarly, situation was with this plant also. So same thing I used for this plant. Regular watering, then using the banana peels and also the coconut peels around the shoots, and I just use the little moss around the shoots so it will retain the moisture. And you can see he has already given the flowers. This has not given much flowers, not very long stem, but still it is satisfying to see that it has given the flowers. And you can see it has same shoots as my earlier ones. Still I am getting one new shoot over here. It's not very big because just not grown that mature plants. After maybe under 1 or 2 months we'll get more shoots, and it will make give a more flowers because the shoots are very small. It is just like a growing like a baby plants. So when you see your plants are not doing well, just have a look at the plant how it is doing, and ensure that you give a sufficient sunlight, and also you give them the required manure and compost for the plants to get a necessary fertilizer for them healthy growth. Or also you can use the 1919 that can powder which is available in the market, and you can dilute it in the water and spray it on the uh, shoots over here, so it will have a growth on the shoots. It's very easy to take care of the plants if you know the right way of saving your plant from dying. This plant I saved from dying, still it has not grown that fully matured plant. Otherwise, I would have got many flowers for this plant. At least something is better than nothing. So, so similarly, this plant also was in the same stage as this one. So this is the second one which you have. This plant has been saved from dying. The similarly, this plant is also like gaining the life. You can see the small shoot which is coming up. So within a 1 month's time, it will grow slightly bigger in size, and there are the chemical or the organic fertilizer that is available for the fast growth. That means the plant will grow very fast after adding that fertilizer to these plants to a certain extent. Even you can see after using these things, the leaves of these plants has turned slightly yellowish, and it has started regaining the life. And once the orchid plants just start growing, it just grows like anything, and afterwards you have to start separating the plant from the shoots. I hope you all like this video. If you like this video, please do like and subscribe to my channel. Thank you so much for watching, and do write in comments if you have any query towards your orchid plant. Definitely will be happy to help you out, and you can always write in the chat box. Even if you want to know the what are the liquid and the compost manure is available, I can always post you, I can always give a reply to your queries. So that will also help you in getting a lot of flowers on your orchid plants. So I have shown you how to take care of your orchid plants and how to save your plant from dying into growing into the healthy plants which will give you a lot of flowers. I'll update you once this plant is become fully and when it'll start giving the flowers, and definitely update you on this orchid plant. Yeah. Thank you for watching.